He gets on my nerves, but he's a good lawyer.
Shuffle.
You gotta get off your foot.
May it please the Honorable Judge Newcomb and the court's audience, this case is about choices that Eternal Varamek made while assisting dirtbag criminal accomplices in an active pursuit that began after they had elected to randomly and without provocation begin throwing Class D explosives at San Andreas law enforcement officers, resulting in the injury of many, endangering the civilian population along the way. The evidence will show that these were not accidents or misunderstandings, and that the actions the defendant made were deliberate acts which violated the law and put the community at risk in service of her criminal allies. At the conclusion of this case, we will ask you to return a verdict of guilty on all charges. Thank you, Your Honor.
Here we go.
That was beautiful, thank you. Defense, you may proceed with your opening statement.
Jordan, you got
it. Your Honor, so I wanted
speak
to.
on the radio.
Yep.
Your Honor, so I wanted to start out by saying that my client is not guilty. First of all, the cops did not submit the gun that they confiscated from my client into evidence. They also went after the wrong car. It was actually a blue car throwing the bombs, and you can see in the video evidence shown that Miss Varamek was actually headaching during the incident, and that any collision was probably unintentional. It's very clear from the video submitted that she was headaching during the incident. And the cops haven't really provided any evidence to show that she was the one that committed the crime. Your Honor.
Well done for your first opening statement in this court.
I have an addendum on that, Your Honor, before we finish our opening.
You may proceed.
I will additionally add that the prosecution has even failed to submit a formal MDT report within the time frame relating to this case, and I believe they had knowledge of such a report and that it would damage the case and possibly exonerate my client, and so I would like to make a Brady motion to hold the District Attorney's Office as an entity in contempt for failing to provide this required evidence.
Your Honor, it was previously provided in the case right at the start of the ticket. You can see it at your discretion.
Yikes.
Your Honor, I think he's confused. That's from the 1022 arrest. This is for the 1026 arrest.
One moment to review that.
Thank you.
Yo, I think I'm losing my job, mate.
I have here in my files, we do have a submission for an arrest on 1022. We do not have a submission for an MDT report on 1026.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Is the Brady motion
Your Honor,
approved?
may I retort, Your Honor?
You may.
If the defense can cite a civil statute or state statute which requires that submission,
Maryland
the
v.
prosecution
Brady,
will have to
otherwise
proceed.
known as a Brady motion.
Do you have a rebuttal to that, prosecution?
It's a bit of an argument, sir.
That's not an argument. That's specifically what Maryland is Brady for. The failure of a law enforcement agency or of a district attorney's office to fail to provide exculpatory evidence or required evidence for a court.
Whether or not the evidence is exculpatory is conjecture. Or it's conjecture to call it exculpatory off the rip. I can provide that to you, Your Honor, and you can determine yourself if that's exculpatory.
Please do. Please send it
Stand
over
for
to me.
it. Stand by.
I got it. Actually, we'll do it together.
You got it. You got to do, or you got to go. It should be at the top of our ticket.
Yo, we got this shit in the bag. Felony.
All right.
Your Honor, while we
Where do
wait
you
for
want it?
Gupta to send that, could we get this moving and let Ken start off on his examination?
Yes, of course. Prosecution, would you like to call up your first witness?
Yes, sir. Give me just a moment. Let me ensure we have the documents.
I don't have permission. Where do you want it?
You want us to send this to you personally, Your Honor?
Not in the public court docket,
In
but
the
the private
filing.
litigation between you
Yes, in
and
the
yeah.
filing. You have it, Gupta?
It's in there.
All right.
The prosecution will call Noah Santorino to the stand as an eyewitness.
Yeah, hell yeah, you got this, man. Yeah.
All right, boy. You promise and swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
I wholeheartedly promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
All right. Better help you.
please hold. I've just received that report from the prosecution.
Your Honor, may I make my specific arguments on it?
You may.
Your Honor, it states in here, I believe, that it is Cadet Briggs who gave chase to the vehicle, correct?
It does say that, yes.
In the summons, it lists Biggs as the officer who was run over. These are contradicting statements, making this exculpatory, and thus the Brady violation by the District Attorney's Office valid.
Your Honor, you can start a chase and get out of your car during the commission of a chase.
Yes, that is true. The prosecution will not be held in contempt, but because this report was not submitted during discovery, any charges relating to it cannot be pressed.
Well, similarly, Your Honor, should that not have been a pretrial motion?
It should have.
Your Honor, we just had discovery answered at midnight. I had to go through all of the discovery and determine this. I didn't have the time to make this pretrial motion.
Your Honor, you'll note in the filing that I preemptively provided discovery as a matter of good faith to the defense, 2 days prior to the discovery.
Your Honor, you will note that that statement is incorrect. He provided it the morning of. But let's continue.
Let me review that statement by the prosecution.
My bad, bro. It's in my head. He's here. Yeah, I hear you still. Yeah. Good about it.
You know what you be
Yes,
doing,
it seems the prosecution is correct.
Free my guy, free my guy.
Free my guy, though, man.
Free him.
Brady motion denied.
Yeah, take care, bro.
Your Honor.
Prosecution may proceed.
Masdo, let's keep
Thank you,
that
sir.
interruption to a minimum. You hear me, boy?
I'll wait for the gallery. 1 moment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right now.
Yes, please do that. It appears Snoop Dogg just walked in.
Damn.
Where's
No,
your dog at?
Noah Santorino.
Shit, bro. It's 2025, bro. Racism.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Noah? Could you introduce yourself to the court, please? Who you are? How long you been an officer? Just talk about yourself for a moment.
My name is Noah Santorino. I joined the PD at the ripe age of 23. I've been a part of the Los Angeles Police Department for about to come up to 2 months now. Yeah, I love my job.
The prosecution is going to go ahead and introduce our filing Exhibit A. That's going to be the dash cam from Noah Santorino when chase is initiated with Eternal Varamek, the defendant's purple Chrysler 300. Whether or not it's her car is irrelevant. She is operating the vehicle. Gupta, could you submit that for me into the?
Yeah, where?
It's actually in there already. I've replied to it. If a court could take 5 brief moments or 5 brief minutes and review the footage in its entirety.
Yo, who's a creep upstairs?
It's 3 of them motherfuckers. Damn.
Kind of like last night, you got fucking shot.
Boss man, I got fucking permissions.
Bend yourself.
I'll tell dude.
Can I leave?
Yo, what happened to the pleasure bot, bro? I was trying to get pleasure tonight, bro.
Oh, Jesus. What are we waiting for?
They're reviewing some footage or something.
Your Honor, could we keep this moving? They had all the time pre-trial to review and set things up.
Yup.
Oh, well, we're asking for the court's review, not for our review.
This is correct. The gallery has the right to review this footage, the same as I do.
It's in the public ticket if everyone wants to look at it.
Oh, it's about to look at it right now.
Young is shut up.
Suspects behind us under the underpass.
Suspect is heading very hard. I got eyes. We're going east on Innocence Boulevard. I'm pretty sure the car is about. We're going suspect is heading very hard. I got eyes. We're going east on Innocence Boulevard. I'm pretty sure the car is about to die.
Yes, it is.
Vehicles pulling up.
Just give up. Don't make it so
Be advised, you have multiple.
I'm on Grumpy.
Open!
Oh, no, get out
you
the way.
tackled the wrong person!
Get out the way!
He's getting into
Tase. Put your hands up. Yo, get up.
What the fuck? You
Hands before I tase you again.
703 units be
Chase that blue car.
Be advised, I got suspect in custody, the driver of the purple Chrysler.
So U-turn, you said
The blue one that. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, 10-4. Northbound Carson Ave.
Yo.
This lady ran me over.
It's clear for lethal.
Oh, clear for lethal, okay.
Car is it? Is a black Supra, is it?
703, show me.
Shots fired from the vehicle, shots fired. From the vehicle, yeah, shots fired.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're probably the easiest catch of the month.
6 currently.
I don't know who let you drive alone.
Class 3.
I'm busting up.
The fact that I was actually trying to get a license for a weapon and y'all wouldn't. No one was available, so I was trying to find my crew.
What was your excuse? Try to get a weapons license?
Got 2 suspects down off incomplete.
Throwing a bomb out of your car is a weapons license?
It actually wasn't me. I don't have any bombs on me.
Shit.
You'll see I don't have any bombs on me.
I don't gotta be on you, because you threw the last one.
He don't want to get stained.
No, actually I didn't.
Oh, listen.
At least it was all they could do.
Mustang.
Anybody got a cigarette?
I got a vape, bro.
Hey, I
Oh,
got
no,
you.
no,
Cigarette? You got one, bro? I'm pretty sure I got a blunt. Hold on.
I believe we've given the court ample time to review relevant parts of the footage.
Affirmative, prosecution may proceed.
Okay. I will be introducing stills from that footage later during oral arguments. I just wanted everybody to get a good background of the totality of the footage. So, Noah Centurino.
Yes, sir.
What brought so many police to that scene that occurred on 10/26? Can you recount everything you saw with your own eyes from start to finish for us?
Yes, sir. Well, initially on that day before the scene, I was just on patrol, on duty, just driving around the city. We did receive one panic call, moments, after I was, arriving to the police department. Upon receiving those panic calls, I responded as one of the units. We had officer down. I'm pretty sure the first officer that was down was Mr. Wheeler. He was down on the upper half of the bridge below, or a little bit further where everything took place. I'm pretty sure he was gunned down. Don't know by who, but that's where we found the first officer. Moments later, I found a group of people, or I would say group of officers down on the lower patch, receiving a couple more panic calls. We had a couple more officers down, if I could recount 2 or 3. And I went down there to provide assistance when I saw multiple vehicles, high rates of speed, drive past us, and things just started blowing up. We had a suspect in a patrol car that we captured that was involved in the shooting of Mr. Wheeler, and that suspect also got blown up inside of the patrol car, and we, most likely the criminals that did throw the bombs were trying to help him escape in some type of way.
Noah, what's your emotional reaction to having witnessed so many officers blown up by shrapnel, by grenades? How did that make you feel, Noah?
I mean, honestly, just disheartening. You work with people for a while, you get to know them, and then you arrive on the scene. I mean, you never want to get somewhere to where you work with someone and see them in a place of distress. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that for anybody in general. So I mean, to me, it was just heartbreaking that this is what our city has come to. Heartbreaking that the gangs have overrun our city to this extent of where we have Class D's or specifically grenades being thrown at us, and all we're trying to do is put our lives on the line to help protect our citizens of the city. So I mean, it's a punch in the face, or a punch in the gut. You know what I mean?
And Mr. Centurino, you would describe Class D grenades used in broad daylight as out of the ordinary, correct? In regard to your regular duties?
100%. This is not something that's ordinary at all. This is not something we go through normally, you know what I mean?
So, the suspect which was apprehended, who did you say, whose car were they in when they were arrested?
I do not know cannot remember the specific registration of the vehicle, although I do remember there was a female driving the vehicle that was in pursuit, that we were in pursuit of, which was Eterna Varamek. I wrote the case on her as well.
I'm referring to the person which was arrested in a police cruiser when they were blown up. Do you remember anything about who that was?
Only thing I can recall about that person was he was directly involved in the shooting, or in the scenario of what took place. He was a male suspect that took off on foot. He was accused of shooting an officer, and that's all I can recall.
Could you maybe, were there any things that stood out about the suspect's clothing, which was arrested and blown up?
Yeah, get in line.
Yes, sir. He was wearing red clothing. Also pretty sure he had a flag on his person.
Are you sure? You're pretty sure you know?
I'm 100% positive he had a flag on his person.
Would you say red flags or red colored clothing?
Lady Ramio.
Never mind.
Just jump over.
He's getting into
Tase.
Do you know, Noah, for sure, which criminal organization generally wears red clothing, red flags?
To my discretion, I cannot give you an exact name, but I do know that there is an organization that does wear red flags. I've seen groups of them. I've seen multiple of them around, and the only people in that scenario that were involved that day were multiple persons with red flags, red clothing.
Okay, so you, Noah Centurino, witnessed multiple suspects. Were they throwing grenades? Were they shooting these suspects in red?
These suspects drove past the scene of multiple officers where we were standing, including EMS, and they threw grenades out of their windows. They shot an officer moments previous to that.
How do you know they were
So,
wearing
I
red
mean,
if they
yeah,
were in the car?
they've done pretty harsh acts towards officers.
This rolling gunfight that you participated in, how many vehicles were involved?
I could say I saw 3 vehicles involved, one of which was shooting, and 2 that drove past us, high rates of speed. One of them, I did visually see the grenade get thrown out of, and another one was just,
I'm tired of hearing this one all the time.
running with them, I'd
Motherfucking
say, like interfering in the pursuit, trying to help them get away.
And just for brevity, in regards to the audience's understanding, how do you define interfering with a pursuit, Noah?
Interfering would define as somebody intentionally getting in the way of a pursuit. For example, like ramming into police officers or trying to drive in front of them to make them lose track of the person they're chasing.
Noah Centurino, did you witness a copyright distinct Chrysler 300 interfering in the pursuit that day? Would it have been purple in color?
Yes, I did. That's correct.
Is there anybody in the courtroom you can identify as having been operating that copyright distinct purple Chrysler 300, Mr. Centurino?
Yes, I do. It'd be the lady right directly in front of me.
And who is that for the court?
Eterno Varamek.
Would you describe the behavior conducted by the copyright distinct purple Chrysler 300 as interfering with the ongoing pursuit?
I would. Regarding that, the suspect did come at high rates of speed past the scene. She wasn't stopping for police officers. She had no plans of stopping. Regarding the fact that she got out of the vehicle, tried to get into another vehicle that was interfering with the pursuit.
Okay, and throughout this pursuit, Mr. Centurino, did you witness that copyright distinct purple Chrysler 300 strike a cadet throughout the duration of this pursuit?
At the beginning, when we started chasing, yes, that is the whole reason why we started chasing that car in specific.
Can you describe the incident in which you witnessed that purple copyright distinct Chrysler 300 striking the cadet?
As I said moments previous, we were on a scene already responding about multiple panic calls regarding officers down. In that moment, we did see a purple Chrysler 300 high rates of speed drive past us and hit and kill a cadet officer on the scene.
Can you, by chance, can you identify the cadet that was hit? Do you remember?
In that moment of time, I do not remember the cadet that was hit. I was in a fight or flight instinct to where I got in my car and immediately started chasing.
No further questions at this time from the prosecution, Your Honor. The defense is good to proceed with cross.
You hit me the bailiff's kicking you out. I'm just letting you know.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
You can go on and sit back down, boy. Alright, now, you're
Give 1
Mr.
second, sir.
Second.
Psst. I'm about to die. Do you have food?
Yeah.
I have drinks. I'm good on drinks.
Hey, Judge, do you have slides?
There you go.
What?
Alright, Mr. Centurion, how are you doing today?
Centurino. I'm alright.
Alright. Now, you, responded to this call and there were already multiple officers down, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't know who the perpetrator was, and this was by the hospital, right?
I did know who it was because they got him in custody, and yes, it was right next to the hospital.
No, I mean, at the time you responded, you didn't telepathically know who did it from the downed officers who weren't in radio, correct?
And that, I did, no, I didn't.
I see. So when you responded You didn't know who the perpetrator was. There were a lot of people and cars running and driving around that situation, right?
From my recall, no, actually.
No. How many cars do you recall running and driving around that situation?
In that moment when I responded, the only vehicles were the vehicles that was driven by the male suspect that was apprehended, and a bunch of police vehicles, along with probably 1 or 2 EMS vehicles.
I see, so the purple vehicle wasn't there yet?
Negative.
I see. Now, later on, you described getting into a chase with a vehicle after it struck a cadet. Would you say there were a lot of vehicles and people going around at that time?
At that time...
What'd you say, Ken?
That calls for speculation.
I'm asking factually if there were a lot of cars and peoples driving around.
Please rephrase that question.
Were there a lot of cars and peoples moving around when you started chasing the purple vehicle?
I mean, obviously, yes. You have a lot of... I mean, it's a pursuit. There's multiple units chasing one vehicle.
I see. So, a very chaotic situation that you yourself described as out of the ordinary with lots of people moving around. How can you be sure...
No, what I described as out of the ordinary was getting grenades thrown at us as police officers. That's what was out of the ordinary.
Yes, the situation was out of the ordinary. What I'm trying to get to ask you, are you 100% sure in your attention to detail?
100%.
100% sure. A lot of this case seems to ride on your ability to identify people and intent. How did you know that the defendant in this matter intended to strike Officer Biggs?
Normally when we do have an accident, you know, people tend to stop in the situation. Me personally, if I ever was driving a vehicle and I hit anybody, whether it be an officer or just a normal civilian, I would stop, make sure they're okay, you know, try to take...
I see.
You know, yeah, but she hit the cadet, kept running, no intent, and then vehicles trying to help her escape did not make it any better.
Of course, in a normal situation, that's the right thing to do. In a situation where they're shooting and grenading like it's Baghdad, Iraq, do you think it's sensible for a civilian to stand in the middle of that and render aid or retreat to safety?
I think you have this scenario wrong in the moment of where you're saying Baghdad. At the time of where we were standing, before grenades, we had a suspect in custody. Like I said, everything was already under control. We had multiple units there just regarding the fact that we had multiple officers down, which is why we did have multiple units there, because when there's a panic button hit, we drop everything we're doing and we respond. There were no other civilians lurking around. There weren't a lot of people driving through. Once we saw the cars driving through, there were 2 cars that came through. Grenades instantly blew up. 3rd car came and hit and kept running.
I see.
So it wasn't like in the moment everybody was shooting and she just drove through. No. Everything was calm.
Your Honor,
they came trying to get their
I would
buddy,
like
and...
to impeach the witness's testimony. He had stated specifically that it was not like Baghdad, Iraq, and that it was secured, but he just stated that there were 2 cars previous to the purple car entering as the 3rd car, throwing grenades, which conflicts with his previous statement of it being secured.
No, it's all about time.
Your Honor, if I can interject.
You may.
I believe the witness is describing a timeline of events. Through his testimony, he's described there being an initiation to the chase, panic buttons going off, a cadet being... This is a 20-minute encounter, Your Honor.
It's understandable. We're talking specifically about right before when she struck Biggs and the intent.
Right before she struck Biggs, she was driving along right behind, closely driving behind the vehicles that threw the grenade. She swerved into the crowd, not the crowd, she swerved into a cadet, hit the cadet, killed him, didn't stop. We pursued a 1080, which is a chase, and she still didn't stop. She got out of her car after we boxed her in, and she tried to get into another vehicle. Matter of fact, the vehicle that did throw the grenade, and tried to drive off.
I see. How long would you say that chase lasted?
No more than 5 minutes.
No more than 5 minutes. But this is specific to intent. How do you know her intent was specifically to kill Biggs, and that it wasn't an accident in the chaos of the moment?
Because if it was an accident, the chaos of the moment, like I said, you would stop in any way as morale and as having human morale and try to check up on somebody.
I see, in the middle of the chaos. Now this all relies on your perception and attention to detail. You mentioned that she had the same flag on as the other individuals, right? What color was that flag?
Red.
I see, she had a red flag on. Mr. Jordan, if you'd like to come up and do your piece.
Oh, may I say something really quick?
Please just answer the questions that you're asked. Go ahead and ask him the question, Jordan.
So you stated that she was wearing a red flag, is that correct?
Yes, sir. From what I remember.
The video points out that her organization does not wear red flags. She was not wearing in the video.
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, her organization does not wear flags, and you can clearly see in the video that she was not wearing any kind of flag, much less a red flag. I do have one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
When you throw a grenade, does it leave residue on you?
I would not be sure about that question.
Did my client have any residue on her at the time she was arrested, searched?
I do not remember checking if she had any residue on her.
No further questions.
I do have further questions, Your Honor, if I may approach again.
You may.
Now, it seems there's been a discrepancy and a mistake in your attention to detail already. Now, did my client ever engage in any shooting or grenading against you that you personally witnessed?
Negative. I did not see the suspect shoot.
I see. Now, you submitted a portion of your dash cam and body cam. Why didn't you submit dash cam and body cam of the actual strike?
At the time, my body cam just captured what was able to be captured.
I see. Are you familiar with the distinction between criminal negligence and malicious intent?
I am.
I see. And you're familiar that that malicious intent is necessary for the attempted murder charge?
I understand that, yes.
And that if it was criminal negligence, it would be involuntary manslaughter, or if it's just negligence, it'd be a civil suit, correct?
I understand that, but in that case, sir, I don't think that would be the case regarding to the fact that she was trying to save somebody out of her organization. And I know she knows who she was trying to save because of the fact that she told me she knows who did it. So even then, regardless, she was a part of that. She knows who threw the grenade and she confessed to that, which is also on the body cam footage.
Yes. And also on the body cam footage, you mentioned that she was headaching a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware if headaches constitute malicious intent?
I would not agree that they do, no.
Of course not. Now, they could constitute, I do believe, negligence per previous court cases. Now, I'm going to play an exhibit for everyone to review. Let me get that posted in the public docket. please go ahead and review that. It's a 9-second clip, shouldn't take too long.
Yo, God.
Let me know when you've reviewed it.
Yep, I see it.
Would you describe that video as being horribly headachy?
I would, yes, but I would also say it has nothing to do with anything.
It does, though. It's the video of her driving towards the hospital. Now, you stated in the video she was headaching. Her headaching going to the hospital and driving away from it coincide, right? Both the same level of headaches?
I would argue to say that there is a gap between the video you showed to where the scene is.
Definitely, there's a gap in between there. Now, do you think someone who's headaching that badly, with that low of an ability of vision due to the headache, as you can see, would be able to do a precise high-speed movement to hit a running cadet with that low of visibility?
No.
I see. And if she couldn't have physically done that, then she can't possibly be guilty of attempted murder. It's a yes or no question, and you're under oath. You have to answer it truthfully.
What was the question?
If she couldn't have intentionally lined up that strike, as you just answered, then she can't possibly be guilty of the intentional killing of Biggs, correct?
If she did not intentionally line up that strike, then no.
And since she couldn't have intentionally lined it up, she can't be guilty of this, correct?
I wouldn't agree with that, but if you put it that way, then no, yes, she wouldn't be able to be guilty.
Thank you so much. But I'm not quite done with you yet. Now, she's charged with the possession of a firearm. This firearm wasn't presented into evidence. Are you aware if the district attorney was aware that you confiscated a firearm off of her?
Yeah, so in the body cam footage, you can see me put the firearm into evidence. Where it went, I have no idea.
And you also see that she has a firearm license on her person at the time, correct?
Yes, I do.
And she communicated to you that she was coming to you, that she wanted to come to the police to verify her weapon license, correct?
She told me she wanted to get a weapons license, not verify.
Yes. So, she clearly didn't have the intent to illegally possess a firearm, and any firearm she is alleged to have possessed isn't in the evidence. Might I ask you, why did you not make the district attorney aware of this firearm?
Can you re-ask me that question? I don't quite understand.
Why did you not make the district attorney aware that you had taken this firearm?
I am sure that in my case it says that I have confiscated the firearm off of her.
Oh, beautiful! So it's more negligence on the part of the district attorney's office. Thank you so much, Mr. Centurion. You've been so helpful in dissuading these charges.
Defense, you never
You want to try to recross him, Ken?
Prosecution, would you like to recross this witness?
No, not at all. I don't know, Gupta, how we doing?
I think you should fire him.
Please eject him if he speaks again on radio.
Yes, anyone not involved in this trial, if you speak, you will be held in contempt of court.
Oh shit.
Ain't no business.
Read it, bitch.
Prosecution, I'm going to answer. Are you going to want to recross?
No, we're comfortable on the recross. We can call our next witness.
Alright, thank you. Mr. Centurion, you may step down. Thank you for your time. Prosecution, please call your next witness.
Can't read, Gupta.
You fucking dumb. You fucker.
It's okay, Gupta, don't cry.
Potatoes. It's small potatoes.
Jermaine, that was brutal.
You did good, man. You did good, man.
He's cooking.
I'm brown, not black, man.
It's small potatoes, man.
You're about to be burnt, Gupta.
Your Honor, I'd like to call my next witness to the stand, Timothy Ferguson.
Okay.
Give me just a minute. I'm just gonna take some
We have to listen to him
drugs
speak.
to prepare for this.
Understood.
Bear with me to proceed with this witness.
Oh, you gooped it. This on you, man.
All right, Timothy. You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Hell yeah.
Prosecution.
Your Honor, I would like to voir dire the witness as to the expertise as a law enforcement officer, or have any expertise and specific to law enforcement stricken from the ability to be questioned by the district attorney's office.
The
Hey, bro, we haven't even asked the question
prosecution
yet.
would actually agree with that, as Timothy Ferguson is a cadet, does
He's not a
not
witness, bro.
maintain the...
Defense, you may proceed.
He's also not an expert witness, so we will avoid questions
good,
in
bro?
relation to policing and expert opinions.
Thank you.
Hey, motherfucker.
Prosecution, you may proceed.
Hey, bro, you got a blunt?
Mr. Timothy,
Yeah, what's up?
what is your rank and time with the department?
I'm a civil cadet, so verify actually. And I've been here for, a couple weeks, I think, almost a month.
Mr. Timothy,
What the fuck did that nigga just say?
He said English.
what do you know about the grenade throwing incident and the panic buttons?
Oh, all day, dude. Grenades were getting thrown at people. I don't know, it's just, there was just a bunch of grenades being thrown. I had an incident earlier that day, I believe, that actually a grenade was thrown at me.
Your
I
Honor,
don't remember who threw it.
Your Honor, could the witness specify if he's saying thrown as in TH or thrown as in FOWN?
TH.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, English.
Can we get
This guy, huh?
Your Honor, can we get the gallery to shut the hell up while this guy talks?
Yeah,
I know he sounds funny, but...
Yeah, we got a bunch of hecklers in the crowd.
Yeah, guys, keep you quiet or I'm gonna release the bear.
Nah, but I'm not gonna take it back, bro.
Y'all don't want to see the bear.
As bro's balls dropped.
Prosecution, you may proceed. Yes, of course. Mr. Timothy. And the panic buttons, was there panicking buttons when the grenading?
Hey, bro, have your balls dropped.
Yep.
Wow. So was there like a lot, or like 1, 2?
Well, throughout the day there was a lot, but I think it might have been one during the panic call.
That damn Rugrats kid.
Great, Timothy, great. What, do you have emotions, maybe? What kind of emotional reaction can that many panics really have on you?
Oh man, it's bad. Oh yeah, I have trouble sleeping sometimes. You're hearing the boom and stuff like that. Oh my god, it hurts my mind. Yeah, beep.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Really?
Wow. Okay, Timothy.
Yeah.
Was this person here, the defendant, wearing any colors that were similar to other conspirators?
Yeah, she was wearing red.
Wow.
White red. Very white.
Very good, Timothy.
Okay.
Now, Timothy, did you witness a vehicle
I got suspect
operated
in
by
custody, the driver.
the defendant striking a cadet?
No, but I was with my friend, Chuck. He was on scene with us, and I didn't see him after that.
Wow.
Oh, bro's making fun of him.
Sorry, Timothy, may you, say this again?
Oh, yeah. I with my friend Chuck originally. Someone did get hit by a car cadet. It was one boy, I don't know who it was.
Your Honor, this is conflicting testimony. Asked to be stricken from the record. It conflicts with his prior statement before he was induced.
I do not, sorry, bro.
What statement was that?
He just stated that he did not see anyone ran over, but that his friend was on scene, and then they weren't anymore.
Your Honor, you can have knowledge of something occurring without having directly witnessed it.
Your Honor, though, this is only, in the court of law, only allows first-hand testimony. We don't allow second or
Objection,
third-hand.
clarification.
It's his first hand that he was made aware that Biggs was struck by a vehicle.
I'd like clarification for how he was made aware
Here
of
is
it.
coming. Are you ready? Everybody
Yeah.
pay attention. I know it's hard to hear up here with these two people talking, but... So, I'll just ask the question again for Mr. Timothy. Okay, ready for rewind?
Bailiff, next voice you hear that is beyond that swinging door, please hold them in contempt.
Timothy, did you witness a vehicle operated by this lady striking a cadet?
Objection, Your Honor. Asked and answered. He already stated he did not witness a vehicle strike a cadet.
Yeah, we're making a clarification because you objected based on him not seeing a strike.
That's what he testified to. The objection sustained. Carry on, Mr. Gupta.
Well, yeah. There's a panic button. Yeah, we'll put it.
Okay, but what you said the objection was just not the question, but... Alright, no further.
Okay.
Thank
I'm trying
you.
to recover.
Ben, would you like to cross?
I don't think I need to, Your Honor. He stated he didn't witness any crimes by my client, did witness the strike.
Still, I did.
Objection. He didn't say that.
He literally said.
Objection, defendant is entering his own testimony as a witness.
I'm not entering any testimony.
I need a yes or no answer. Will
No.
you be recrossing?
No,
Thank
I don't
you.
think I need to.
Timmy, you may step down.
Okie dokie.
Prosecution, do you have any other witnesses?
Thank you.
Yeah, we'd like to call Eternal Varamek to the stand, Your Honor.
Miss Varamek, you may step up. Bailiff may proceed with this witness.
Your Honor, can I have one quick moment with my client?
Prosecution would allow this, Your Honor.
I am going to send you legal advice based on the questions he's going to ask. Just say what I send you. You're going to invoke your fifth, alright?
I feel like he's had a lot of moments with this client up until this point, but...
My fifth.
I believe that is his
I'm
job
going to send
as
you
a-
something. You just read this every question he asks.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Could you please clarify for the court, did you get that top hat from an Abe Lincoln costume store?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Thank you for that
Actually,
clarification.
not a top hat, Your Honor, it's just a pipe hat.
You're held in contempt.
I'll plead the fifth on that.
Prosecution, are you disrespecting Mr. Brown's top hat?
Just highlighting the importance
Alright,
of
you see that?
19th century headwear, Your Honor.
Bowler hat, OG.
You just say that every
Good,
time. On
good
the
friend of
advice
mine,
of counsel, I invoke my
Wrangler.
Fifth Amendment
Big
right.
fan of the
Every
stovepipe.
question he asks, just
Everyone
say
be
that,
quiet.
nothing else.
Cadet
Don't
Bob Rogers
answer a
walked in.
single thing he says. Just say, on the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, alright?
Thanks, fucked up.
Got it?
Candace, how do you feel about the bowler hats?
I could go with or without. Personally, when it comes to the Wild West, you gotta go wide brim or nothing.
Best hat of all time will always be Fedora.
You definitely are
Fedora's on top.
Do you
You're
prefer,
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear
not
me,
so
Eternal?
much, not so much white cowboy hats, but
So
flat
just
brim
read
cowboy
that
hats
sentence
you
I
really
sent
wear.
there.
What about
On the
19th
advice of
century
counsel, I invoke my
I
Fifth
could
Amendment
I could
right.
go without.
Just say that.
Mr.
Everything that
Enthusiast,
Ken says, you just say
prosecution,
that,
what do you
alright?
call the
You don't say anything
Alright.
else. Got it?
things?
Alright.
A beanie,
Alright,
Your Honor.
Oh, it's like a little flat pillow looking beanbag looking thing.
Are you talking about a paperboy hat like the, fucking...
No, I think I'm talking about a beret, but prosecution may proceed.
I miss.
Proceed, I'm sorry.
Way to trade a true number, true sub guy.
I do.
Right.
Prosecution, you may proceed.
Eternal Varamek, how are we today? How we doing? I know it's late.
Fine, and you?
I'm excellent. I've never been better. So, October 26, 2025, when you disregarded lawful orders issued by Timothy Ferguson to stop the chase and surrender, why did you get out and run to the blue vehicle which was throwing grenades at police, as evidenced in Noah's testimony?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Miss Eternal Varamek, were you wearing red pants on the day of your apprehension and arrest on 10/26/25?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Miss Eternal Varamek,
Period.
have you ever been or are a member of a criminal organization?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
That's my girl!
Miss Varamek, did you possess a Class B firearm on your person when you were arrested?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
I might.
Miss Varamek, are you aware that commission of a felony with a firearm on your person constitutes felonious possession of a firearm?
Yo, what happened, bro?
Yeah, get out of here,
I
man.
invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
What happened, bro?
Take care. Get out of here, man.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to recross?
There's nothing to cross, Your Honor. I legally can't cross.
I'm just checking all the boxes, sir.
Yep, yes, sir.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
Varamek, you may step down. Do you have any further witnesses, prosecution?
No, sir. The defense may proceed.
Defense, you may proceed with your first witness.
Is Tyler Dawley present? Tyler Dawley present in the courtroom?
Heard he's a big car guy.
Yeah, apparently not a big car guy in the courtroom, unfortunately. Alright, Your Honor, it looks like my witness is not here. I'll go straight to oral arguments.
You may proceed.
Your Honor, the main charge in question here is the attempted murder for the alleged strike. As Officer Timmy testified, they did not witness the strike. They don't know if who struck the officer that was allegedly struck.
Jermaine, I'm sorry. The gallery's yapping like crazy.
That's alright. The other officer, Centurion, admits that the client who struck the officer could not have intentionally struck him based on, and specifically, their headaches, which are evidenced in the officer's own observations on the scene in their body cam, and our own body cam showing that she has a 1 megabyte per second head. She could not possibly have committed this precision strike, and as Centurion so gleefully agreed, she cannot be guilty of the malicious intent required for the attempted murder charge.
I'd like to object, Your Honor. Noah Centurion responded to a hypothetical levied by the defense.
It was not
specifically
not a hypothetical at all. It was on the specific X.
Noah Centurion said, in your terms, yes, while speaking with Jermaine.
Well, he also said he didn't agree.
Say that.
He also said he doesn't agree, Your Honor.
Your Honor, their argument is nonsensical. He was asked specifically on the facts of the case. He answered on the facts that her headaching, as she's evidenced to have, couldn't have permitted the precision strike. And if she couldn't have committed the precision strike intentionally, it must have been by accident. Therefore, there is no malicious intent, and the attempted murder charge can't stick.
He did state this. The objection is overturned.
Thank you so much. Further, for a possession charge, the illegally possessed item must be entered into evidence. The gun was not entered into evidence, and as Mr. Centurion also pointed out, the district attorney was aware of the firearm, and, along with multiple other key pieces of evidence, negligently or intentionally, I can't say which, did not enter them into evidence. She cannot be charged with the possession of the firearm. As to the other two charges, specifically to aiding and abetting, there's been no testimony nor evidence of her going and aiding anyone at all in any capacity in any commission of any crime. And the only thing even close to that the video shows is a individual in a car attempting to aid her in her alleged escape, but she cannot be charged for someone else's aiding and abetting, Your Honor. The only charge that holds any potential merit is the reckless evading, but key to the reckless evading charge, Your Honor, as we see, and which there's no testimony conflicting with it, she's not seen driving at high rates of speed. She's seen either in the center lane or in correct lanes of travel, and the only time she's seen outside of those lanes is after being struck by police vehicles while in a diminished vehicle state and not capable of fleeing at any great speeds to justify strikes by vehicles. While boxing may be valid, strikes and rams to the rear end are not, and she can't be held accountable for being rammed into an opposing lane of travel or for the maneuvers she takes to get out of opposing lanes that we see, Your Honor. And with that, that is my examination and oral arguments, and I am ready for closing arguments, Your Honor.
Good shit, Jermaine.
Yeah.
How do I close?
Okay, thank you.
Prosecution's ready for oral at your discretion, Your Honor.
Huh?
You may proceed.
Prosecution's ready for oral, Your Honor.
You rephrase
I'm
that?
always ready for oral. You may proceed.
Let's go.
Eternal Varamek is charged by the state for the following. 1 count of reckless evading for willfully fleeing from law enforcement in a manner that endangered public safety in the purple Chrysler 300S copyright distinct vehicle. This is evidence through Noah Centurino's testimony and evidence through Timothy Ferguson's testimony. Gupta, if you go ahead and submit A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 stills from the video submitted to Discovery. While he does that, I'm going to speak to that for a moment. Timothy Ferguson, in the footage, levied very many clear orders for her to surrender and give up. She did not surrender. She did not give up. In fact, she went and got in the blue two-door car, evidence to Noah Centurino's testimony, as having been the car which shot grenades at officers. Let's also mention that during her processing, Noah Centurino, as he was bringing her to processing, Eternal Varamek admits herself that she knows
Objection, Your Honor. She was in police custody at the moment and not Mirandized. That statement cannot possibly be used against her.
That does have to be stricken, Your Honor. That was a bit of a Hail Mary.
Sustained. Proceed.
Gupta, do we have Alpha 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there?
Working on this.
He's working on it, Your Honor.
Very weird.
I thought you said you had your stills ready, Ken. Is this another thing you're not prepared to submit?
No, the courts failed to give Gupta access to the ticket for a strenuous amount of time. He's working on it. They are prepared. It's difficult to forward things between channels, Your Honor.
I'm sure if Your Honor had been made aware, he would have added him.
I need some kind of perm or something. I can't paste the image.
Gupta's saying he can't paste the image. I'm going to have to forward them directly. You have some sort of restriction on the channel.
What did I do, Duke? Sorry, repeat that. What did I do to not get access?
I got it. I do have permission.
You were given access, sir.
I said this is good.
W Duke moment.
Excuse me, sir. You mind sitting down?
Says attachments are disabled in this channel.
You have attachments disabled for Gupta for the record. So in the future, let's iron
Let
that
the
out.
record show. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. And then he'll be like, that's why you wanted to stay in New York without me, because you like miles, blah, blah, blah.
Alpha 1 through 5, Alpha 1 through 6 has been entered. So, disregarding multiple lawful orders to stop and surrender, piloting a vehicle through multiple lanes of traffic, evading officers with their ELS systems engaged, several cars, literally impossible to miss that you're being chased. Let's go ahead and move on to attempted murder of a public official and aiding and abetting. Eternal Varamek is wearing red pants as evidenced in the footage in Noah Centurino's testimony. We levy these charges because she's party to the criminal element, which was throwing grenades, evidenced by her, as she was evading officers, getting in a blue vehicle, which was throwing grenades at police. This argument is supported by the Pinkerton Doctrine, which defines vicarious liability for substantial crimes committed by other co-conspirators. Additionally supported by Nye and Neeson versus United States 2014, which affirms that an aider and abetter is punishable as principal, and the defendant associates themselves with a criminal venture, which becomes applicable due to interference. Literally, to the T, she was interfering in the chase. Not to mention, as evidence in Noah Centurino's testimony, striking cadet pigs. Lastly, we can move to criminal possession of a weapon Class B for the illegal mechanical possession of a red Glock, as evidenced in Alpha 8. I'll go ahead and forward that now. The prosecution, or the defense, would like to levy the argument that it was never submitted into discovery. It's very plainly displayed at the end of discovery, Your Honor. Just a moment while I forward that.
Your Honor, this Glock is not submitted in discovery, and this has already been ruled on.
You can check Exhibit Alpha, Jermaine.
Your Honor, that may show the video of it being confiscated, but he has to submit a photo, as every other previous court case has established, of the firearm with the serial number. He has failed to do so.
The serial number is contained in that footage, Your Honor. Stand by.
Your Honor, again, MDT report's been ruled on, everything in it can't be submitted, and the gun can't be submitted. This is already ruled on.
It's not already ruled on, but...
That is false. At the beginning of the trial, defense did bring up the fact that the arrest on 10/26 was not submitted, therefore anything attached to that case is inadmissible. However, the arrest on 10/22 was submitted. Everything on that case is still admissible.
Alright, we're ready to move to closing, Your Honor.
Defense, you may proceed.
Your Honor, just to clarify, they're done with their closing, right?
We're ready to move to closing, Your Honor. We're done with our oral arguments.
You didn't do your oral arguments with the evidence and witnesses?
I did. I cited literally which testimony provided by witnesses substantiated which charges. I submitted evidence in service of that.
Your Honor, I'm not going to lodge a formal objection, but I want it noted on the record of the violation of court procedure, because it's clearly established that examination of witnesses and oral arguments happen together. The prosecution did theirs, I did mine. I was under the impression they were just doing their closing arguments now, Your Honor. But now they're saying they were doing their oral arguments again. I want it noted for the record that they violated court procedure.
I'd like to note for the record that this is the process we've followed for the last several court cases, and
Your
had
Honor,
no prior issues with that.
This is not the process. We have multiple videos showing this as being the process, that we do witnesses, evidence, oral arguments, prosecution, then do it for the defense, then do closing arguments.
We don't have a written document that states the required procedures for this course?
We do, Your Honor. It's under
he's the
legal
judge.
processes. It's under legal processes in the penal code.
I don't understand what's different about this case versus every other case, Your Honor.
Yeah, we have done this quite a few times, so prosecution is not impeding on anything.
Well, I have done my oral arguments already, Your Honor, if they want to move to their closing.
Proceed.
Hey, Jordan, you got food and water? Food and water, Jordan? Yes, no, maybe so.
Under the witness impact.
Honorable Judge Newcomb, in the court's audience, after the dust settled and the echoes of those explosions, in the shrill tone of those panic buttons which you hear now, ringing off of the glass skyscrapers of Los Santos finally ceased, one fact remains. Eternal Varamek chose to commit these crimes. While good men bled and innocent hid from the jagged shrapnel for their own safety, she chose to stand behind unhinged criminals and freaks who waged war on our officers who were sworn to protect you, the people, at the expense of their own safety every single day. Eternal Varamek was not confused. It was not an accident she was present and interceding with lawful police duties. She was aligned to her criminal organization. She drove for them, shielded them, and ran with them. The evidence, testimony, and lack thereof from the defendant speak louder than her silence ever could, Your Honor. The law does not turn a blind eye to those who aid the wicked and call it coincidence. Varamek is not a bystander to evil. She is a willing participant. The state asks you to return a verdict of guilty on all charges, not as a matter of vengeance, but out of duty to declare her what has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, guilty. Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, you may proceed.
Thank you. I want to address one key part of the prosecutor's statement that I think speaks to the heart of their conduct. He clearly admonished her failure to provide evidence in her defense and her invocation of her right to remain silent. It is the state and the prosecution that must provide the evidence of guilt, and not the defendant and the civilian that must provide proof of innocence. Their failure to submit key facts and key evidence speaks to their belief that this court should convict people based on the words of cadets and of district attorneys and assistant district attorneys, and not on facts or established occurrences or things even witnessed firsthand. The only firsthand witness to many of the alleged crimes, Mr. Centurion, testified that she could not have intentionally struck him due to her headaches, and that because she couldn't have done that, she couldn't have malicious intent, and she could not have committed the crime of attempted murder. If you look in their own submissions and their reels there, they state that the chase starts at A1, which occurs well after any alleged strike. If that is where the chase starts, and the vehicle, as you can see in the body cam, strikes the smoking and disabled and damaged vehicle that is in the middle lane out to opposing lanes, then, and only then, activating emergency lights and sirens, boxing her in, scaring her in the middle of this war zone, she gets out, runs away from the smoking and potentially catching fire or exploding car to another vehicle, and you can see a mess of officers tackle each other, pull out various things, and you can even see one tase her. But do you want to know what I don't see, or hear, or have evidenced at any point in this case? She didn't ask anyone to pick her up. There's no communication proven between her and anyone at all. She did not even attempt to open the door, Your Honor, when the evidence in the body cam clearly shows she has ample time to do so, which dissuades any attempt to invade. The mere few seconds between when she's initially struck by the officer and then lights and sirens are activated, the car barely moves any feet at all, more probably due to being struck and due to the confusion than due to any proven intent beyond a reasonable doubt to evade, Your Honor. I know one thing, above all else, that this country holds, and that's the burden of the proof of the state, because of the greater powers of the state, the greater amount of time and resources they've had to investigate. That's why they must prove guilt, not the civilian innocence. There's no body cam of the alleged strike. The only witness of the strike says she didn't do it. There's no gun submitted into evidence. No MDT report submitted into evidence. They even try to use statements, clearly out of their own belief of the shakiness of their case, tried to use statements taken in violation of her Miranda rights, and a last Hail Mary, as the prosecutor said himself, a last Hail Mary. The last thing you do, because you know all your other measures have failed. No forensics, no body cams of the actual crimes, no communications, no overt acts at all by the witness who allegedly had firearms, but never shot at cops during this mass battle. Your Honor, this court simply cannot convict the defendant. Not only has reasonable doubt of all of the listed crimes been proven, some of the crimes have been proved beyond a shadow of a doubt to not have occurred, to not have even been possible to have occurred or have committed by the prosecution's own witness and the prosecution's own body cam and the prosecution's own photos, Your Honor. They have no case here. You must find Varamek not guilty, or anyone here in the future accused of a crime with no body cam, no photos, no GSR test, no illegally possessed items in evidence, no proof at all beyond a shaky narrative that the prosecution doesn't believe, can be convicted of a crime. To be able to be convicted of a crime that even the prosecution has stated on record that their last Hail Mary for to prove has failed would be a grave injustice by this court and would be prejudicial against every civilian standing out here waiting for the election ballots in the next 2 weeks. And with that, Your Honor, the defense rests its case.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This has been a very long hour. Before I step into my chambers and review my notes and figure out my findings, counsel, please approach.
Yes.
Will the prosecution be offering any type of plea deal this time?
I mean, Your Honor, we've disproven every single crime.
No, that's good.
That's for the judge to decide, buddy.
We've offered plenty of proof, Your Honor.
You haven't done anything. I can't focus with the frog in the background. My findings are relevant. They were the right to offer a plea deal before findings are given.
We did multiple times, and the defense did not acknowledge those requests.
I specifically asked for a specific plea deal, and they said no.
And I asked you to meet to negotiate, and you never met with us to negotiate. I asked you when we met on earlier this week to talk about the election.
Reckless evading to misdemeanor evading for the foot pursuit. That's the only charge or plead on. What do you say?
No.
I'm offering you.
Well, reckless evading to evading.
Yeah. You said the chase started. She didn't go. She didn't speed. She was knocked out of lanes of traffic by another officer. She didn't.
Well, testimony provided by Noah would indicate that she was participating with the ongoing.
Okay, so you presented conflicting narratives. You're saying it starts at 2 points. I can't help the poor organization of your case, District Attorney Hutchinson. Now, I'm offering you a plea. That's the plea. Misdemeanor evading.
He's going to plead to reckless evading, so in predominance of that happening, we'll also then do the possession illegal firearm because it is a felony to recklessly evade, so she would also get possession illegal gun, okay?
Your Honor, the gun's not in evidence, she already can't be convicted of that. The only thing they have any
The judge will
modicum
decide.
to potentially prove is a misdemeanor evading charge. For some reason, they're trying to force me now to take a plea deal now that I've disproven their
Your
entire
Honor,
case.
he's perjuring the court.
Everybody, please stop talking.
I am? Stop talking. Okay, so, what Gupta said about if she pled guilty to that, then
Verdict lies with the defense.
license, but she is not breaking a law.
Jermaine, say pumpernickel, roll for grenades.
Until she pleads guilty.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
It would be, Your Honor.
It was not illegal. So I'll be stepping to my chambers
Yeah, I
now.
think he's sweating to commit
Alright.
terrorism inside of.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Alright, the court is going to take a recess.
Yeah.
I'm going to step into my chambers, review my notes, and I'll be out with a verdict.
I love you, Ken.
Dude, he wants her so bad.
He's gay, Gupta.
Your Honor, Mr. Newcomb.
Does Gupta not know I'm gay?
Yes.
I don't think he
You tell
does.
the PD that they can't lock people
I should
into
totally
the courtroom
propose
and say
to her
they
at the
can't
end of
leave
court
unless
and
they
get her
look
to
at
accept just to fuck with him.
Yeah,
What do you
that
say?
is true. You guys need to let them leave if they're trying to leave.
It's very illegal. I'll arrest all of
What do
you.
you say, Ken?
What'd you say?
Thank you. You can
I'll
tell that
propose to her at the end of court just to fuck with him. She's
That's a good idea. But let me tell you, it's the last time I ever give you a crumb of anything in Discovery, man.
You, sir, are you a lawyer in head?
No,
No,
he's gay in head.
I'm a barista at a gay nightclub.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're never available in the evening.
Yeah.
It's also why he doesn't know anything.
Too much gay
Oh.
sex. Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
They just make he
makes shit up, yeah.
Now
It's
I'm
not
not
like
gonna
you
lie,
think
bro.
it is.
If you got him with that whole head thing where you're trying
Well,
to
the
make it
kid.
seem
Well,
like
my
I-
Apparently we can
argument.
plead on headaches now, I don't know.
I didn't like he made a whole story. Oh,
No,
can
no,
she
listen,
crash
listen,
into an
listen.
officer intentionally
Listen,
while
listen,
having
listen,
headaches?
listen.
Yes.
Listen.
In danger? Why is there a fire alarm?
I do hear fire. The argument for headaches, it's proving
bank
criminal
robbery.
negligence. And if somebody accidentally hits somebody, it can't possibly be criminal negligence.
It
But
could,
my
it can be
my
negligence,
arguments,
so there could be a lawsuit.
yeah, right. It's civil liability, and that we talked about that this week.
There's actually a ruling on this in San Andreas. It was the one with Christopher Maxwell. He muscle spasm shot someone. It was determined that it can only be negligence, not criminal negligence.
But but my argument's also centered around the Pinkerton doctrine and the relation between the gang affiliation.
Yeah, but that was completely dissuaded by Centurion. He just cracked. Maybe if he didn't crack.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
He did.
Centurion.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You yap a
It's
lot. You yap too
Centurino.
much.
Centurion.
I like Centurion better. It's on the roster as Centurion.
I know, cause I was high when I made this. So.
Shit, so is a judge.
Hold on, let me note that down for the record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pull it up against me.
You like Jordan's impeachment of the testimony?
What was it centered around again?
He said they had a red flag on and they didn't.
Oh yeah, because there was no red flag. It was red pants.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a slip up. And Noah, when you're testifying, that's the importance of not yapping.
You're not.
And I haven't coached him. I didn't coach. No, that's okay. You did good, man. I didn't coach anybody. But usually I do.
That would be illegal.
I mean, off the record.
I was just going.
I think it speaks to your.
I was really just trying to, like, misguide your questions, cause you were asking some like hypothetical ass questions.
And Jermaine, I know your intention is to be a fucking stupid fucker, but it's
Oh my
really
God.
stupid. Because he said, I disagree with what you're saying, but if it were in your terms, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I was
we weren't
literally
talking
saying.
literally what he
That's
fucking said.
Case.
I said in your idea of what you're saying, yes, I would agree. But
So I'll strike everything
Well,
you said.
that is a valid defense. If the judge is stupid and falls for it, that's on the judge.
Please step off the court. Go on, to get off
Respectfully, to the
the court.
courts.
You also stay off the court.
It's
yeah,
a valid
if you're
strategy,
headachy,
and
you can
it's
still try to hit somebody and
you're just headaching. Like, and that clip you showed, that 9-second clip, that can't justify anything because that's before anything happened. She had been headaching for that 9 seconds, and then after that, she could have been crystal clear.
Well, that's the thing, though. She was also headaching in the clip by your own, also by your own
Yes, she was. You
observations.
just say it on the radio too.
And see, I showed she was headaching before, she was headaching after, so she must have been headaching during. I don't have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, just 6%.
It's true.
Got it. I learned more about this DOJ shit.
Oh yeah, you need to know about it because you're gonna this is a case that I had nothing to do. This is like some random fuck shit that happened on.
Yeah, now thanks to Jermaine, I'm recording every single thing as evidence. Like
Well, you
everything
should.
I do.
You absolutely
should anyway.
Yeah, but that wasn't really pushed. That wasn't really pushed to me through when I was.
Think of it like this, Noah. Noah, every time you arrest somebody, I need to back it up in court if they plead not guilty.
Yeah, I know that now, but like I said, like that wasn't something that was pushed in the beginning of me joining PD, which is what I think now you should push more if we're gonna. If
Well, there's
court
not
cases
many of
are
us,
gonna
okay,
be.
man? We've tried to hold Saturday
No, I
night
get it,
law stuff. Nobody shows up.
I'll show up. We got one.
But how would you not know as a cop though that you need proper evidence?
Wait, how do you mean?
Like, how would you not know as a cop that you need to have proper evidence taking?
It is in the evidence.
There's a fine line between
No,
proper
the
evidence
gun,
taking
I
and
put it in
recording
the
everything.
evidence thing.
He actually
but
did. He did put it
I
in
don't
the
know where
evidence,
it
and
went.
it's not in there.
Well,
I have
somehow
no
the chain
idea
of
where it
custody
went.
got.
Whoa, are
people's-
you saying on the record the gun is missing from evidence?
No, we're in
Yes,
recess,
and I'm
idiot.
on the record
we're
saying
not
that
on the
6
record.
people have been blacklisted for stealing evidence items in the last 2 weeks.
Yes, I believe.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that
It's
shit'll happen
not
all
on
the
the
time.
record because,
Literally all the time.
It's recess.
I did not even
Ken,
know
would
that.
you delete
What the
that photo
fuck?
out of the ticket since it was already ruled on, the one
Yeah,
with the gun?
which
Thank
one?
you. The one with
It's
the
in the
gun.
video. You have no eyes.
What ticket, bro? I've been wanting to watch this just like the entire time.
There's a public ticket in the DOJ Discord that's showing all the pictures and the footage we submitted.
Oh, by the way, just for this, Jermaine, I'm setting my clips to 10 minutes now. They're at 5. And
That's
'cause
a good
I didn't
idea.
Get the, I
That
didn't
is
get
a
the
good
beginning
idea.
part. That shit's going
Oh,
up to
so let me
10.
explain this, Noah. You didn't have a clip of the grenade, so I needed officer testimony to explain what happened with the grenade incidents, which does make it more interesting for court, but it's shakier waters for me.
And grenades leave GSR too.
And Jermaine would have said
I
those
did
weren't
not. I
grenades,
actually
they
did
were
not
Easter
know that at
eggs.
all. I did not grenades leave. I did not know grenades.
Well, yeah,
leave
everybody,
GSR.
Noah, everybody you ever arrest, you should GSR test, especially if
it.
it's involving a violent crime.
Yeah, we need to polish up the FTO's training because
Well, there's only so much you can learn
I
doing
don't
this as a
know
hobby.
most
So
about this shit.
you pick it up over time. But that's the joy of it, is that I get the opportunity to carry half-baked 3 a.m., 6 p.m. day shift bullshit in a courtroom.
Yeah, so fun. We got a bank robbery happening across the street.
No way, that shit's so loud.
Yeah, break here.
Pretty sure it's just a jewelry store.
It's the Evangelica.
Yo, guys, did you guys
Got a
hear
call
somebody
it was getting
honking
robbed.
outside also?
Do what?
Did y'all hear somebody honking outside also?
Oh, somebody was shooting a second ago. I'm not on PD comms though. Either way.
What do you guys
Close
think
my
is gonna
door.
happen? What do you think? The
I think he's either gonna do not guilty all counts, or I think he's going to say.
I think
yes
2 out of
on
4
the-
stick.
Yes on the reckless evading. The
I don't know.
evading's the only thing that has any modicum of proof.
No, that's not true. I think
Aid and abetting?
The Pinkerton principle.
Where's the aiding and abetting? You
connection.
didn't even get in the car.
I know.
Well, she's running interference.
If she was headaching
She's
that hard,
participating
then
in the
that would
chase as
explain why she
interference.
didn't immediately get in the car. Because if
That's
she's
why it's-
headaching that hard, she.
Hey, hold on. That's why it's aiding and abetting and attempted murder of a public servant, because she's an interference vehicle in this chase by the network. Oh, it's time.
But if she's headaching, it's not an interference. Yeah.
Not at, well, she doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash into everybody.
Alright, game time.
I'll take it.
Okay, we're about ready to wrap this up here. I have returned, I reviewed all notes, and I have my verdict.
Why is there an old white guy over there?
The court has listened carefully over the past hour to witness testimony, oral arguments, and review of the submitted evidence. The prosecution seeks justice and requests a finding of guilt. The defense maintains the defendant's innocence. Having fully considered both parties' presentations, the court now issues its findings. These findings are full, sound, and final. Count 1, criminal possession of a weapon class B, felony. The court finds the defendant not guilty. This determination is based upon credible witness testimony and body-worn camera evidence. The record reflects that the defendant possessed a valid weapon license, and notably, the alleged weapon was never submitted into evidence.
That's insane.
Accordingly, the elements of the offense have not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
Now we're gonna have to write glory.
Count 2, attempted murder of a public official, felony. The court finds the defendant not guilty.
Let's fucking go.
A conviction for attempted murder requires clear proof of malice and intent. Testimony from the prosecution's own witness established that a head-aching vehicle cannot form intent. Therefore, the requisite mens rea for this offense is absent, and the charge do not stand.
Let's fucking go.
Count 3, aiding and abetting misdemeanor. The court finds the defendant not guilty. The evidence demonstrates that the defendant was the recipient of aid, rather than the provider. Consequently, the statutory requirements for aiding and abetting have not been met. Fourth and final count, reckless evading, felony. The court finds the defendant guilty. The evidence shows that the defendant failed to pull over when directed, operated the vehicle in the center of the roadway, and did not exit the vehicle until it was forcibly disabled. Such conduct reflects a clear disregard for lawful commands and public safety, satisfying the elements of reckless evasion. Accordingly, the court's findings are final.
Yeah, buddy!
Weird dog.
Evading and not reckless evading.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
You know how we get that.
Oh, thank you so much, Judge.
You know how we get that.
Eternal, you're such a good girl.
Your Honor, may I approach ChatGPT?
Let's fucking go.
Yes, you may approach your man.
You're saying now that we're gonna have to write a warrant every time somebody is arrested with a gun. We can't take the gun. They get to come and get the gun back.
Every time. Weapons license, like,
Right,
come on, guys.
which in the commission of a felony, you even found her guilty of a felony.
So,
Yes,
Judge,
but she was not.
But not at the time.
Felon. She was
This is
not a
awesome,
felon at the
Judge.
time that you were trying to charge her with that crime.
But you just found her guilty of a felony in which she was
Yes, so
charged.
from this point on, if she commits a felony, she will and has a gun, she will be committing that crime. She
criminals
will
get to
not
keep
be felon
guns.
at this time.
It's okay. They get to keep guns.
We got it, bro.
She doesn't get to keep it.
She's
She
not.
doesn't have it.
He's not even saying. He's not
No,
even
she's a
saying
felon
that
now,
she
so
gets
she's not getting the
We'll have to
return.
wait for the next court case, I guess.
She is
Anybody
now
who
a
ever
felon,
pleads not
therefore
guilty-
she's not getting the return, but she did not commit the crime at the time because she was not a felon.
You can
Sounds
confiscate guns taken from someone charged with a felony, but you
and
can't
she still
charge
doesn't
them
have
with
it.
illegal
I
possession.
need a lawyer, please.
Look at it like this: if you arrest
Yeah, I'm kinda
someone,
crazy
they don't
that
have any
that
of their
up,
guns
that
on them. You arrest them for a felony, then you charge them for constructive possession of a firearm while they're in jail. That's essentially what you're arguing for. What he's saying is, if they commit a felony and they have a weapon license, then after that you can confiscate any guns they have on them, not charge them for that. And after that, any possession would be illegal possession.
Yes, and at the time that you said that she committed the crime of criminal possession, she had not yet been charged with the felony of reckless evading. Therefore, the weapon license was valid, and therefore that
So,
was not a
easy
crime
loophole
committed.
for anybody with a weapons license that pleads not guilty.
How is that a loophole?
No,
It's not a loophole.
Oh, we get to stack charges though, because if they have a weapons license now, instead of just giving them like robbery with a gun, we can also give them all the other charges that go along with having a gun.
No,
Well,
you're not.
So you
Now-
want to overcharge?
Displaying a
so
firearm.
Appropriately charged based on the
Yeah,
circumstances.
So-
based on the precedent, that's
She-
appropriate.
So it depends on the nature. She didn't use her gun. If she walks
If you
into
talk on this radio,
PD,
you'll be held in contempt and be arrested.
if she walks into PD, that's contraband at a government facility. That meets the requirement for illegal possession. If she goes into a bank with a gun and uses it, that meets the requirement there too. She didn't use it here. She recklessly evaded. If you are saying every weapon holder who just runs from cops and then gets stopped and doesn't get convicted or charged with anything
It's alright,
else.
the judge has made his
Yeah.
decision. We have
Yes.
precedent, and we'll move on this forward. Bye.
I love you,
SOCKS.
Gupta.
That's code for we know we're wrong.
All right, we're out of here.
What is?
You don't want to. Okay.
Well, I don't. What do you want me to do?
Your Honor,
You don't wanna
KYS
suggest
is
sentencing
very
for the
well
guilty
known
count?
as an insult. I feel he's just violated court decorum. I asked he be admonished on the record before you adjourn.
Decline. Stop
Hold
picking
him in
at
contempt.
straws.
That
or
was
fucking
your.
phrases.
That was.
I love you,
You don't wanna
Gupta.
That was
I
your
love you, Gupta.
fucking.
Calm down. I'm
was
just
your
rage
counsel.
baiting you. I'm just
He's
rage baiting
rage-baiting
you.
Gupta,
Calm
and you're
down,
taking
Gupta.
it.
Oh my God.
That was his
Kenneth, would you
counsel,
like to
sir.
provide the court with your suggestions
I
for
actually
sentencing
second
on the
that.
guilty count?
I.e., that's majority.
What? You're saying do the algebra for the? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
she's gonna be owed a return of something.
Make sure you don't tell the police.
Yeah. So we'll get the time and fine she did, and then yeah. Well, hey, what was your time and fine for this?
All right.
Varamek?
I'll get my findings in
She
the
might be
case
in her
law,
head.
relevant case law
Killed
typed up soon.